Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen again. It's Ashley, and today we're going to be making clam chowder. Not New England style clam chowder, now that's the creamy one. We're going to be making Manhattan, which is my favorite. This is what my mom taught me to make when I was a kid, and I fell in love with it. Okay, so what we're going to need today is a pack of bacon. That's right, bacon lovers, a pack of bacon. One whole onion. It's about a medium-sized onion, yellow onion. Now, I'd say about 3 good-sized baking potatoes, but I only got small ones. That's all that came in the bag. So today we're using 5 small ones. And we'll also be using 2 cans of tomatoes. These are whole tomatoes. There's nothing on them because, but I used to just buy them from Walmart. There is a certain brand that I use, but because of infringements and stuff like that, my shirt is even inside out. Just so I don't show anything on camera. And then there's 2 small cans of baby clams. Do not get the larger clams, please, because they just don't work for the dish. So remember, 2 cans of tomatoes, 2 large cans of tomatoes, 2 small cans of baby clams, a medium-sized yellow onion, and around 3 large baking potatoes. You're also going to need a pan, and a pot. So what I'm going to do first, and this is another simple thing. We need no spices, nothing at all. So if you don't have spices in your cupboard, it's fine. You can make this. So my bacon, I put it in the freezer for about half an hour so it gets a little harder. It's easier to cut into pieces. Now we're going to have to turn this camera on too. Oh, I don't like the way it makes me look. Okay. So we're going to cut the bacon, like I said, a whole pack. Whew. You have to be strong. Make sure all your other ingredients are away from there. Should have done this all for you guys beforehand, so then you wouldn't have to see my back while I'm cutting. So you just cut it into, good size cubes. And again, I am recording it on another camera as well, so you can see exactly what I'm doing on the chopping board. A serrated knife works best to cut your bacon. See, as it's not really working right now. Oh. And we're gonna put our pan onto, I'd say around 7, but make sure to watch it because that's a pretty high heat. So if you're going to be in the kitchen, keep it at 7. If not, I'd say put it on medium, because we all know bacon fries fast. Almost done. I swear this is easy. It takes about 2 minutes to cut up the bacon. Okay, so the bacon's all cut up. Just going to put it back in the bacon container here, the baking plastic. Now I'm just going to wash my cutting board. Make sure to always wash your cutting board, especially in between things when you're using meat. You want to always make sure that you're washing your board, because you don't want any cross-contamination. So we have all the bacon cut up there. Let me wash my hands again. And our pan is on 7, so around medium. Don't worry, my sink's right here, so I'm not just throwing stuff everywhere. Like, look at that girl, she's just throwing garbage all over the ground. So now we're gonna cut up the medium-sized onion. Now again, this is another rough chop, so it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be precise. I know you watch the cooking channels and they say, everything has to be precisely cut up. I don't cut precise like ever, and it works. Okay, so we're gonna cut it in half, and then we're gonna cut little, I'd say 1/2 inch slices, and then turn it again the other way and chop those up. Same with the other side of the onion. Okay, good stuff. That is done. So what we're going to do is we're going to just put our hand over our pan there Make sure we're getting some good heat. You want the bacon to be able to fry fairly quickly. Oh, you hear it? There's the sizzle. That's what we wanted. We wanted the sizzle. Okay, so we're gonna cook the bacon for about, till it's brown. Just starting to brown, and the grease is starting to come out before you put the onions in. Because the onions, they'll cook a lot quicker than the bacon, obviously. Okay. I'm gonna grab a bowl to put our onions in. Grab a bowl. Here, put our onions in the bowl. And set these aside. Now, we're gonna open our cans. Of course, I don't have everything in front of the camera. A couple minutes ago, my camera actually fell down on the ground, so oh, I'll have to get used to this or get some new equipment, hey? Okay, so, and we're gonna keep all the juices from the tomatoes and the clams. That's what makes it clam chowder. If you didn't have the juice, oh yes, you wouldn't get all the flavor you needed. Now, like I said we need no spices in this dish. It's purely just all the ingredients that make it taste the way it does. And this is one of the simplest things that my mother ever taught me to make. I think this is one of the first dishes I actually learned how to make with my mother. I started cooking with my mom when, as soon as I could mash potatoes or, you know, unstuff the turkey, make the gravy, my mom had me in the kitchen. I don't find enough people know how to, you know, are taught cooking or teach their kids these days how to cook, and it's such a necessity. You need to know how to cook. Even if it's just the littlest things, at some point in time you're going to be on your own. You're not going to be with your parents, and you're going to spend $1 million if you're going to restaurants and takeout every single day. Okay, so we have all 4 cans open. Ta-da! Now, the tomatoes aren't, they're whole tomatoes, and the reason I get whole tomatoes is because they taste a lot better. And I don't like big squares with the diced tomatoes in my soup. So what I do is I pour all the tomatoes, make it a mess here, into a big bowl. And then you wash your hands thoroughly like me. Thoroughly. Make sure to keep stirring your bacon as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do is really, I don't know if some of you can do it. You can do it with a knife and put it in a fork and cut up all the tomatoes, but it just takes so much time and it's probably a lot messier that way. So what I do is I use my hands. I use my hands. Okay, so we're gonna squish the tomatoes. Squish. Oh yes. There we go. And I wash my hands really good, so. Oh, there's my dog, China. She likes to make loud noises. Okay, so the tomatoes are all squished in. Can you guys see me over here? I guess you can. And our bacon's just getting to that browning stage. So while we're waiting for the bacon, we can throw or place or pour our tomatoes and clams into a pot. And we can get the pot going. Now I put the pot, while you're in the kitchen, while you're watching it, you can have it, because it boils pretty quickly and you could burn it. And you don't want to burn it. So I'd say put it on minimum. This dish usually takes around 2 hours to cook on minimum. So if you have it on minimum, it's good. You can turn it up a little higher if you want it to be a little quicker, but make sure you're watching it. Make sure you're stirring it. So we're going to add the tomatoes. Oh, I guess I can put it over here, just so you can see it on the other camera. Add the tomatoes, and then 2 cans of clams. There we go. So funny, I've been looking at the camera on this side the whole time. Sorry guys, it looks like I'm staring off into space, and my camera's over here today. Okay, so we have all that in. Now, while our bacon is still frying, we can start to peel our potatoes. Oh, that's not going to be able to peel a potato. Potato peeler. You can hear the nice sizzle it's got there. Okay, so we're going to peel our potatoes. Now, at some point in time, my little camera over here that's recording all of my beautiful cutting skills up close is going to die on me. So sorry if you can't get everything up close. So far, so good. So we're going to shave all the potatoes, and then we're going to cut them in twos, and then slice the twos. So cut them in halves, I guess. Cut them in half, twos. Cut them in twos. Go back to school, learn how to speak English, eh? I have my own way about everything. Oh, we're a little sideways over there. Jeez Louise, let's not fall before the end of this video. Or let's do. We're back again. Hi guys. Sorry, my video turned off and I didn't know that. I've just been talking to a camera for 10 minutes all by myself. Okay, so what we've done now is I cut up all the potatoes and I put them all into the pan or to the pot with the tomatoes and clams. So they're all in there now, and it's on medium. So I have it on 7. So everything's going to start to simmer up. And I also had everything that I was doing, because my other camera wasn't off, recorded for you guys. So don't worry about that. We've also waited till our bacon was golden brown. I also recorded that on the other camera. And now we put in our onions, and our onions are golden brown. Now, what I do want you guys to remember is do not throw the grease out. You need the grease. This is what we're going to be adding right now. The grease makes the dish. Remember, we're going to call it bacon juice. The bacon juice that makes the dish. So we're going to turn off that element, and we're going to... Well, I guess we can go... Oh, no, we got an element on. So we're going to pour all of that in to our tomato mixture. All beautiful bacon juices and all those golden colored onions. We got it all in there, and we're going to give that a good stir. Now, really, that's all it is to Manhattan clam chowder. It's bacon, onion, tomatoes, cans of tomatoes, 2 cans of tomatoes, 2 cans of clams, and onion and potatoes. That's it. No spices, no nothing. It's all in one pot, and it can simmer, and we can eat it for up to like 4 or 5 days. We can freeze it. We can do whatever we want with it. And it took us literally like 13 minutes to make. 13 minutes. And you didn't need much. You didn't, it wasn't much prepping. So it's not anything like, if you're not a big cook, but you want to make something different for yourself or a loved one, this is such an easy dish. And I was also talking to the camera when it turned off, so I was talking all to myself and my Dora chair that's up there. Like I said, you guys are on top of my sink, on top of a laundry hamper, and on top of a chair that I taped you to. But we were talking about spices. Now, there's certain kind of spices that you always need to have in your pantry. Well, you don't always, but I find that it's easy to be able to cook anything if you have these spices inside your pantry or inside your fridge. So I thought maybe on one of my next videos, we'll go inside of my messy fridge and my messy cupboards, and I'll show you all the different kind of spices you need. Spice up your life. All the different kinds of spices you guys need. And literally, it's only like 5 to 10 things that you need in your fridge, in your cupboard, to last you for a long time, because you can buy them in bulk. And as well, I'm trying to think of what I was going to say. Okay. As well, to make almost everything you're thinking of making. Pasta salad, potato salad, roast, turkey, chicken and rice dinners, curry, donaires, souvlaki. What do? We do kebabs. Anything you're thinking of with our spices, we will be able to make. Yeah. Okay, well, here, we're boiling now. I'll show you good close-ups of this. Oh, not on that camera because that camera's out of juice. There you go. See? Lovely. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Like I said, this was one of the first things my mom ever taught me how to cook. So I hope she's proud and that I do it well. So now for me, you guys get to sit at home and make yourselves a beautiful meal, and I get to do the dishes. I hate doing the dishes. But until next time, and next time I think we're making Greek salad, so please join me. See you guys. Till next time.